So now that you're here, what questions do you have for us?
How acclimated do y'all feel to like knowing the area that y'all are in or that y'all have been in? Because I know y'all had actually visited a couple of times prior to moving here. So has it changed since then, and do y'all feel familiarized?
Well, we still use maps
Okay.
and GPS. I feel like the city is a lot bigger than we imagined, or than I imagined, because when we came, we were just visiting, so we always stayed in Central every time. But since we've been here, you know, we decided to move outside of the Periférico, which is more like in the Puebla. So that those Uber rides, they were starting to catch up.
Yeah.
So
They rack up.
yeah, they're starting to rack up, especially when baby girls started school.
DD tends to be cheaper, but sometimes Uber can, and I kind of fluctuate between the two. But I feel like also the time of day.
Not to say that was a question, but I just want to mention this because I forgot it. I purposely videoed last night the first instance where she witnessed a bug. Where I thought about. She's another one.
Oh shit! Roaches and things with antennas that move at you.
Yeah.
Oh no!
See them just every once in a while crawling around the floor or just whatever. You don't know how they got here.
Florida was sketchy for me. Like, we were thinking about possibly moving there, and I thought about here. Like, I hope because it's tropical. I was like, oh, there ain't no iguanas, man. That shit scared the fuck out of me.
I almost hit one yesterday. I mean, Wednesday.
An iguana?
Yes.
Bro, that scares
We
me.
were at the beach.
I don't mind
I was driving at the beach. I was like, oh shit, there goes the iguana. I had to swerve, man.
So the one thing you definitely want to do is get you some little drain covers to cover up
Yeah.
your showers, because you know sometimes creepy crawlers come up through there.
The question for me, I would ask because I do have a lot of black friends in America that are wanting to move to Mexico in general, just maybe not Mexico, but you know, just in general, because if you're from America, you know, it's rough for everybody, but it's normally inherently rough for African Americans, you know, because the system itself is just against y'all half the time. But you know, one, what would you say to them? Two, do you have a community out here that you link with, or you know, you don't want to separate yourself necessarily?
I mean, I would start with saying that you just need to experience it for yourself. Because I can tell you a million times why I love Merida and I love Mexico. And you're gonna look at me sideways because one, you don't know. So you know, people are afraid of what they don't know. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it now. You know, so you know, like the type of lifestyle that I'm living. My cousin from California, you know, they came with us last year when we went to Cancun for our 20th anniversary. They were like, you know what? We're gonna leave the resort. We're gonna go downtown. We want to go see what the locals are doing, bro. They went down there, they spent the whole day down there. They were like, oh my God, I think we want to move to Mexico. And one thing I would want them to do is just, don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what mainstream media is telling you, because there's a reason why they don't want you to come to Mexico.
Right.
You know, there's a reason why they don't want you to see all this.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say try it out.
Yeah.
They have black community here, and they have a lot of different black expat groups. I just would say just be careful of the ones that you get into, because some ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know, some are filled with a little bit of too much drama, and I left drama back in the States. So I get that some people, when they move, they're looking for some familiarity because they're trying to get. You just left home and you're in a new home and you're
Right.
trying to feel at home. So sometimes for some people they need people that look like them to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, I get you saying.
But for us, like you said, I mean, we ain't just trying to hang out with just black people or just white people. We trying to hang out with the Mexicans. I mean, hell, they have more fun than we do.
Right.
I'm trying to get them to teach me how you be up to 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the group, they do have black expat community here. There's plenty of it there. I just would say just keep your eyes open and be careful who you associate with.
It's hard, like you said, with the expat thing, because the weird part about it is, like, you know, us in general as United States, people from the States, we are all similar thinking, because otherwise we wouldn't have been led down this path. That's like the catch, like the double-edged sword, because these people that are all living out here that are from the States,
We're all up for similar reasons.
right? Like not everybody, because some people are just rich and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna have 2 houses and there you go. Like, you know, there's plenty of snowbirds and stuff like that I don't consider the same, because I don't think they're leaving because they're in fear for their life, and there's, you know, like I think the younger generation is more leaving for a particular reason. So you're kind of like, they gotta be on a similar wavelength to me, you know, and that's one thing that is enticing about that community. Like, you know, even me and you, with some of those directions we almost just went, you know, and in the political directions and things like that. I'm not actually political, but you know, just about the system in general, it's obvious we're probably gonna be pretty similar. I mean, I wouldn't imagine a bunch of dudes being like, man, I love Donald Trump and that's why I'm here, you know? Like, so it's hard to separate yourself from that, because you do feel like, man, they gotta be thinking what we're thinking, right?
I don't like when you put a label on it. I don't like when you put like black expat community or black Merida.
Don't.
Okay. I just don't like when you put a label on it, because that's the same crap we came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to build something new. Like trauma of like wanting to be segregated and wanting to hang out with our own. You know what I'm saying? And like when I first met you, I said he's just like me, because you're like, I'm not trying to get there and be with all the expats. I'm trying to hang out with the locals. I said the same thing, didn't I? I said the same thing. I said, I don't want to just be around my people. Most people from the United States are here for the specific reasons. The health, the weather, the safety. They're tired of the current administration.
Usually it's the opposite.
It's only those 4 things.
What they believe is bad here.
Yeah.
Pretty much whatever you think is bad about Mexico, that's probably why we came.
Yeah, man.
We came for the safety, we came for the health, we came for the freaking the people. You know, everything that you're like, oh, are the people scary? Isn't the healthcare bad? Isn't the you know, like it's not. Actually, we came for all that.
Yeah, man.
Everybody always asks me why. Everywhere I would go in America, and it's just like, where do you want me to start?
Yeah,
you know, because I can tell you I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist when I just start rambling off all this shit.
But you're woke, bro.
Yeah,
that's the difference between being woke and being uncomfortable, and then being comfortable and not ever saying shit, just going with the flow.
My journey was long, just like everybody else's, to get to this point. But things with me being what I would now pretty much consider anti-America. I hate to say it that way because it sounds like I'm like a terrorist or something. But you know, the first wake up moment for me was figuring out that the food pyramid was fake. That was the first moment where I literally just was like, wait. They lied to us on the food pyramid? Like, because it's just so random, it's so little, but it's so big. You're just like, they wouldn't do that, right?
Well,
and then
it starts,
you know, they're gonna lie to kids.
It starts with children, with us as children. Like that's part of the indoctrination experience. Is they start by separating the children from the home. And then having the children get acclimated to a new lifestyle, a new cycle, a new daily routine, a new way of doing everything. And then like we grow up and then we teach our children. It's like that.
That moment was literally a whoa, where I literally was like, whoa. You know, like my mind just opened, like, wait a minute, now there's other possibilities. If they lied about this,
let me look at
what else would they lie about? You know, it's fun at first because you're just like, all right, where are we about to start digging? Like,
what was that moment that y'all were like, we need to agree? Like, do we agree on this?
For us, ours is probably a little different than a lot of people's. Like most people, it's because of, you know, whatever's going on. But when we decided, we had got to the point where it was like, shit. All we do is get up, go to work, get up, go to work, get up, go to work. You don't do nothing. You ain't got time for life, for your kids to do nothing. We wanted to be able to slow down and enjoy life. I'm not working until I'm dead. I'm not working until I'm 70. That's bullshit.
That's a sham.
I always think it's weird that we're built to, like, in that country to think that that's like a good thing. Like, you should work. You know, it's like looked down from that you.
The retirement age now has just gone up and up and up, and it's like, okay, something about that ain't right because we just keep getting more and more health issues. So that was a big one.
Age expectancy is going down and down and down. You know, so it's like, you know, like midlife is like 30 something, you know, and it's like people think it's 50. And nobody's listening to the people at the very end of the race. Nobody's listening to people on their deathbeds. Nobody's listening to people that are about to die. Nobody's listening to people that are right there at the end. And if you listen to anybody on their deathbed, they never say, oh, I wish I worked more. I wish I made more money. Never. That's never like a common statement. It's always, I wish I spent more time with my family. I wish I would have done more, like more adventure or whatever. Some people might say adventure, but most people say family. And it's like, well, why aren't we listening to them? Why? Because they're gone and they're not here to remind you, yo, you're tripping, you're working too much, you're working too much. You know, it's like, so I quickly understood that and was like, yo, like, I'm not falling for that. You know, like you can call me whatever you want, lazy or whatever you want to say. I'm not falling for that. You know, that trap.
So what was that moment that y'all had agreed, like, yo, like you realized y'all need to leave, or y'all felt like this is not where we need to be in?
I started doing research like in my mid-30s, like about like, you know, like where I came from and like, cause I'm like, there had to be something going on before we were slaves, right? So I'm like, shit, man, let me go back further. Let me see exactly what's going on. And I just started like noticing like, you know, politics, you know, how the U.S. treats its citizens. I just fell in love with Mexico. You know, we were traveling here once a year, then it became twice a year, and now it's 3 times a year.
So it was like more and more.
Yeah,
like it wasn't
so
like
it
was like a build.
The first time y'all got here, you weren't like, look at the movie here one day. It was more like every time it just got more.
Yeah, it just got more and more. Now I want to move to Mexico, but now like what part of Mexico do I want to move to? You know, so just after doing our research, we just found Merida, you know, and Merida was calling our name. It was like, hey, this is your home.
Y'all see yourselves staying in Merida? Like, is this it?
Yeah.
Like, as far as Mexico goes?
This is
Yes.
it.
Or
Forever home, yes.
Is there something that would ever pull you? Do you think that you've seen enough to where there's no other city in Mexico that would be like, oh, nah, maybe we could try that?
I'm never moving anywhere cold, ever.
Yeah, me neither.
That was
Some
big.
parts somebody's gonna get cold. I ain't moving nowhere to get cold.
I am one of those idiots that never left the States.
You never been to Mexico?
I've never been anywhere. Outside of the United States.
Oh man.
Yeah, and really in the United States, I've been to Virginia, I've been to Michigan, I've been to you know, like just a few places that I went to LA.
Yeah.
I never went anywhere on that West Coast besides LA, like no Seattle, no Utah,
oh wow.
and I'm from Texas.
Oh
so
wow.
I'm like the one that everybody would always say you have to try it first, and I'm like, I'm not trying, I'm going. Like, that's it. Worst case, we make money here. Like we're gonna go back richer. Like we go back, we go back with money. When we were looking at moving places, I always tell people this because everybody goes, "Oh, you just picked Mexico, blah blah blah." Like I did not even
This was
think
not
of
our
Mexico
first option.
at first because I don't want to say American, my United States mind kept thinking, nah, we can't live there, it's dangerous. Like swear to God, immediately would go, we can't do that, but we can go.
Right.
And finally one day I was just like, let me just, for shits and giggles, I'll just look at Mexico. And I started looking into it, and it was very similar to you when you said in another video, where all of a sudden this list came up.
Yeah.
And you see the safest city, and
man.
it pops up and you go,
like what?
Wait a minute, like, let me take into that. Then I look into the statistics deeply about Mexico and America, and I see that it's not really what they paint.
No.
Especially gun violence, you know?
First of all,
Yeah,
school
and then school
shootings.
shootings.
Number one for the U.S.
Number one.
United States
number one.
And I don't know if you know about
mass shootings.
Mass
Number one.
Yeah.
And
church shootings.
Crazy.
Number one.
And it's like, if you look at the numbers for this year, it was 231 shootings, school shootings in America.
This year.
You said this year.
Not 6, but 5.
Okay.
This last year. The closest country in the world had 1.
See what I'm telling you, people?
If it had 1,
Don't be afraid of what you don't know.
It wasn't on the top 5, I'll tell you that. Which the top 5 was 231, 1, 1, 1.
I know that's a huge gap.
You know, and I tell people, like, let's just take Mexico out of the factor. If you had a choice, if you have kids, school-age kids, if you had a choice of living in Texas or Louisiana, but they told you Texas had 231 school shootings, Louisiana had 1, where would you take your kids to live? You know, and
Right.
most people are like, well, I take them to Texas because there's, you know, or
Or
Louisiana
Louisiana,
because
right.
there's one. And I said, you know, and if you don't, you should really think twice about who you are as a parent, because what are you standing for? What's more important to you? You know, your kid's safety
Or your comfort.
or your comfort.
America be like, shit, my son got a strap too.
Right. Oh, no, he's good. You know, it's like a wild west thing. Like, oh, he'll draw first.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like what? And even then, like, what is he's gonna walk around with a body on his soul? You know, on his
Because he wants to
conscience?
protect his life.
Like, that's just crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be thinking like that. And
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, that school shooting thing. To me, that's the easiest answer. It's the easiest reason when I tell people that there should be no other reason, unless you're like an old person that doesn't have kids,
Right.
and you're like, yo, we don't care about school.
Yeah.
But I tell people, like, you can do that whole gun thing all you want, but when you send your kids off to school, they're gone. You don't
Yeah.
protect nothing. You
No.
got no say so. They're gone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can't protect them.
No.
And so it's all out of your hands, and the odds are against you. People
Right.
always want to say, you know, cartel this, cartel that. But in my opinion, you're looking in one direction with the cartel.
Yeah.
One direction.
Drugs.
In America, you're looking everywhere. That 60-year-old lady
The
might
cartel,
shoot you, you know?
the cartel, they're all about pushing drugs.
Facts. As long as you're
They're not about. They're not
Yeah.
robbing. They're not robbing. They're not robbing the 7-Eleven.
right.
They're not going into gated communities and looking for people to kill
Right.
unless it's about drugs.
Right. It's business.
Yeah.
It's mafia.
So it's like, come on, man. When I
Mafia.
hear that shit, I'll be like, bro, you just ignorant, man.
Right.
You just don't know shit, is what I think in my mind.
Yeah, and I tell people, I'm like, look, you can be ready and strapped all you want, but and you can think, oh, shit, I see this dude, he looks like a Cripper in blood. Oh, I see this dude, he looks mafioso or whatever. But when you see that little kid walk in that's 13, 14, his mama just canceled his World of Warcraft account, little white boy with looks like the dude from the Christmas
With an
cartoon.
AR-15.
He got an AR, mad as hell at the world. You ain't ready for that. You don't think that kid. You know what I'm saying? That's America. Like, he walks in and kills everybody because you're just not ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, like, to me, that's the biggest fear ever. To me, like, you don't know where you're gonna get it.
That's true,
That's
bro.
scary, man. That's way more scary. I could care less if there was gangs everywhere. At least I know, hey, man, that dude looks like he might be trouble.
We appreciate y'all for coming giving us and
This will be
it's
the
been
last
a
time we
pleasure.
ever see you guys.
It's been
After
a pleasure.
Job done.
After 2 hours of discussion, we don't like these people.
It was a real pleasure, and like shit, like-minded people. We're just out here now, and it's overwhelmingly awesome.
This video is probably in collaboration, but go follow them on their YouTube.
Yucatan Adventures.
Yucatan Adventures. Definitely cool stuff. Plenty of information that you can find out about Merida.
Other
Watch
collaborations.
Other collabs, but also watch their lifestyle in Mexico and what their family does on a daily basis. Our YouTube is obviously the Mexican Experiment. You're probably watching it. Like I said, it's a collab, so you'll probably see it on either one of us. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anything I want to say?
No, welcome.
Thanks.
Good
You know, again, welcome home, welcome to Merida. Any questions, concerns, ideas, you know, we got you. Don't hesitate. I'm really more of a straightforward guy, so don't beat around the bush because it'll probably never get answered. I'll probably just act like I don't know what's going on, but
Let me hold $20.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I got you. But yeah, man, thanks for the collaboration. Hopefully, you know, I always like to say, hopefully you guys find this video useful. Again, we're like boots on the ground here, living our day-to-day experiences with you guys. So if you're thinking about moving abroad, don't hesitate. You know, make that move. Be like Brandon. Shit, he's never even been to Mexico before, and he's here. So, and everybody. So be like them. If you don't want to be like us, and take 3 years.
Be open-minded.
Yeah, be
Being
open-minded.
Don't be
open-minded.
indecisive.
Don't be
Right.
indecisive. Make that move.
They knew what they wanted.
You want to say something, babe?
Do not include that in there. I don't know why he does that.
Dude. All right, y'all.
Yep. All right. Peace.
See y'all later.
A, B, C, D,